Hi, this is Kathy from Merriman Design, and today I'm going to show you how to score and fold paper so you get a nice crisp edge just like that. So what is scoring paper? All scoring paper is just making a little crease in your paper. You might be able to see that little crease right there. And making that little crease in your paper before you fold it is going to make it much, much easier to fold a nice crisp edge like this. And those edges are great if you're going to be making handmade cards like I like to make, if you're making paper boxes or any other kind of paper crafting. But you don't need to buy any sort of fancy craft tools to do this. You know, I do have a bone folder and I'm going to show you this, but I'm going to also show you how to fold the paper so it's crisp like this, just using items in your own house that you have right now. And some of those items are super fun, and I can't wait to show them to you. So my favorite, if you don't have the bone folder, is just a butter knife. You're going to want to get one that doesn't have a serrated edge on it, and this is probably in your kitchen right now. But the next one is a wooden skewer. This has a nice little pointy end on the end. And, you know, these are great for grilling and stuff. We have these in our kitchen all the time. Another item that you can use to score paper is a pen. And you take the cap off and you can use this little tip here. And I'm going to show you how to do that as well. And then the last one, and it works, but it's not my favorite, is the dime. You can use this in a pinch as well. It's got a nice sharp edge on it. It's a little bit trickier to use than some of the other items. So I recommend the other items first. So you've got something that you're going to make the crease with. Now you need something that you want to have a straight line with. And, you know, the gold standard is to have a ruler. This is my ruler, but to be honest, I misplace this ruler quite a bit. And sometimes I can't find it. So in a pinch, if you don't have a ruler, here are my favorite things to use. My absolute favorite is actually Legos. You can take a base plate, and for example here, you can see how wide your card is. Put some base plates together and make your own ruler, any width you want it to be. And see, it's got this nice straight edge that you're going to be able to run your tool down the side of it. So this I really like. You can also use like a board game that has a really straight edge on it, or a book. The books are a little trickier because sometimes you have to use this inner edge along that straight edge there. I also, in a pinch, have used my cutting board. I've got this wooden cutting board, and it's got a really nice straight edge too. So any of those tools are going to work as a ruler substitute if you don't have one. So first, I'm going to show you with a ruler and a butter knife how to score paper. Super easy. So you've got your paper cut to the size that you want it to be. Now I am showing you cutting this on a mat. So I like these cutting mats because I can then count the boxes. So I can go 1, 2, 3, and then know exactly where to put my ruler, and I don't have to measure the sides. If you don't have any sort of cutting mat like this, that's totally fine. You can just measure from side and make a mark with a pencil. You know, just kind of mark it there and there. But you really, if you've got this cutting mat, this is why I do like splurging on the cutting mats, is because you don't have to go through that extra step of marking and then erasing and stuff. So all you need to do is take your butter knife. It's going to be very much like the bone folder. You know, if you had a bone folder, you're just going to run that bone folder over the edge of the ruler. I like to do it 2 or 3 times. So I'm going to show you with the butter knife instead. So you just take it, you want it to be really, really close to the ruler. And I do it 2 or 3 times. You don't want to cut through the paper. You're just trying to put a little dent in the paper. So you can see we've got like a little bit of a dent in it now. And then you just fold it. So there's a little bit of controversy of whether you fold it away like this or you fold it towards. Personally, I've tried both. They both work fine. I don't think there's a huge difference between the two. But do you see how easy that folded? Now, if you had a bone folder, what you'd do is you would take it and smooth it, push down and smooth it to get that crease really tight. I like to use my ruler, so I can just push this on, especially if you don't have the bone folder. The other tool that's really great for this is just a wooden spoon from your kitchen. I like the wooden spoon instead of a metal spoon because the metal spoon sometimes puts a dent in it. So I just take a wooden spoon and just go back and forth over it a little bit. And let's check out this crease. Ooh, yeah. So now you're all ready to make your card or whatever you need to do. You've got that perfect crease with your paper. And that's ready to go. Like I said, I do like to make thank you cards, Valentine's, all kinds of things. This is perfect for that. So now I'm going to show you with the Lego ruler, which is super fun. If you want to use the Lego ruler to measure, you actually can, which is awesome. What you can do is you can count the what do you call these little pegs. So you can count them if you want to get to the perfect center, or if you want, let's say you're going to be doing, 1, 2, 3, 4. You make a little mark next to the prong or the peg. I don't know what you call those on Legos. If you know, drop a comment below. But anyway, you can line up this to make your marks, first of all, if you're going to make marks. And then, again, you're going to line up your Lego ruler. Like I said, this thing's awesome. This time, let's try the wooden skewer. So the wooden skewer has a pointed tip on it. It does start to get a little bit dull after a while. So you can make some cards with this, and then you might have to get another one. I like to put my finger also kind of towards the tip of it when I'm doing this so that it doesn't break, because it's broken on me before. But this makes a really nice line very, very close to your ruler or your Lego ruler. And there you go. So again, all you need to do is fold it. I folded the last one away from me, so let's fold this one towards me. See how easy that is? Grab your wooden spoon or your ruler. And voila, you have another really nice crease on your paper. So next I will show you the dime. I know the dime is popular. It's not my favorite because the dime is just slightly wider than the other tools, the butter knife and the skewer. So what happens is when you line up, like let's say your marks are here and here that you want to cut. Sorry, that you want to fold, not cut. You don't want to cut it. You want the ruler to just be a little slightly left. So let me pull that up so you can see it just a little bit. So you'd want to line it up so that you can see a little bit more of the line if you're doing it right on the line. The reason for that is the width of the dime makes the line not quite as close to the ruler. But it works in a pinch. So again, just run it along your Lego ruler or whatever you want to use. And there you got your crease. Then you just gently fold it. You can use your ruler or whatever you want to sort of smooth it down. Or your fingers. Anything to get that crease real sharp. Then you again have a nice firm crease. So let's look at the pen cap. The pen cap, the kind of pen cap you're going to want is one with sort of like a sharp little edge on it. And again, this works really well with either the Lego ruler or this time let's try the cutting board. And we'll say that we're folding it here. Then you're going to take your pen cap. The pen cap is a little bit flimsy when you run it by the cutting board or ruler. So I do it more. I tend to do it more than the other ones. And this one is not quite as deep. The line, it's probably a little bit harder to see. It's a little bit harder to see. This pen cap is not quite as sharp as some of the other ones, but you also don't want to cut through the paper. But it'll do the job. Come visit me at merrimackdesign.com and I'll show you lots of craft ideas to do with paper. I've got all kinds of cards, all kinds of paper crafts, and be sure to like and subscribe for more tutorials like this.